So they say that the top 2 reasons for divorce are money and communication. Yet when you divorce or separate with the kid, you have to communicate about money. So it actually doesn't get better, it gets worse, way worse. So our actually goal in life is actually show people how bad it gets, so you just stay married. But in the case of myself and many others, maybe not be an option. And many people think divorce, once I get through the divorce, I'm good. And I'm like, no. It's not the divorce, it's the kids. The problem is that it's incredibly complex. And that's what most people who haven't been through this don't understand. A typical child support order is complex. Most people understand child support to be a base payment. That base payment is meant to cover basic living expenses. But in addition to that, parents have to share all these additional expenses. This is the standard form you find on the California website. So you have to share things like childcare, medical, education, or my favorite box, special needs for the child. So you get this order, you think everything's wonderful and great, you get your divorce attorney, they leave, and then all of a sudden 6 months later, you fast forward and you go, hey, what about these $120 shoes that she needs for basketball? Or the $200 glasses that she needs, or dance class, or gymnastics. And then it well, I paid $25 for this, and you paid $50 for that, and you owed me $25 for this, and all of a sudden, all of these reasons why you probably separated, you didn't want to argue, start coming back up again. And so I was looking, as I mentioned earlier today, I'm a former Silicon Valley executive, I was traveling the globe, and I was actually doing an expense report. And I thought, well, wow, for an expense report, you submit a receipt, you get your money back. Why couldn't we do the same thing for child support? And what happens is it helps solve a lot of these issues. One, you incur the expense, there's no transparency. The person who pays is saying, you know what, I have no problem paying, I just want to know the money's going to my kid. The person receiving is like, you know what, he doesn't do the shopping. So when I say the shoes are $120, they really are. I'm not looking for anything more than what I need to support the kid, but then they have to go back and forth. They're arguing. There's no record of this. There's no history to prove you've made payments or you haven't received payments. And so I kept looking for a solution. Kept looking, and there was nothing out there. So I thought, hey, what better person than a single mom in Silicon Valley without a tech degree, over the age of 30, what better person than to go do a tech startup, right? So that's when I started developing. I also then started looking at the opportunity, and what I found was in the US alone, there's 55 million parents that live apart. Of those 55 million parents, 16 million of them go through the states, and the states process their base payments. And the other 39 million have to deal with this on their own. They have no solution. So with our product, it will actually enable them to go in and use one platform for both, keep records, have history, and on top of it, solve this huge government problem. Do you know that we spend $6 billion every year to build and maintain child support systems in the US alone? $6 billion. These systems are 10 plus years or older. Every state has their own system. They're built on IBM mainframes. State of California, we spent $1.2 billion to build our system. We spent $786 million a year to maintain it, and 250 plus million of that is going directly to outsource vendors to program manage it on a legacy system that doesn't meet parents' needs. I want to come in and offer an innovative cloud solution that's cheaper, because imagine if we could take a portion of that money and put it back into public education. We could really make a difference. So that's the goal with SupportPay. The way it works is simple. You enter an expense. You can do this from the web app or the mobile app. You put in how much each party owes. It tracks it. You submit a receipt. If you don't have one, you tell a reason why. We then keep all the history and the notifications, have all the certified reporting. We communicate with the other parent. So you now get an email from SupportPay rather than from your ex. That parent can log in to the mobile app or our web app, review the item, take a look at it, and actually then set up and make a payment. Everything's online. The kind of goal here is you never have to talk to your ex again. Yeah, that's my goal. So a lot of things we're offering. We have now currently over 40,000 parents on the platform. It's affordable for everyone. So pricing starts at actually $9.99 a month, billed annually, or $14.99 a year. And like I said, we have over 40,000. We're managing a little over $50 million in child support every month. So it's growing. And then most importantly, we've already begun the talks with 3 states to actually roll this out and implement it into our federal and state government. So finally, with SupportPay, we hope to end the financial conflicts so parents can focus on what actually matters most, raising happy, healthy children. Thank you.